So we're closing in on the end of the season, one game to go. It's actually quite a tight end to the season. We've also got record transfers to look at. So first off, let's have a look at all of our transfers out. First off, Holm, after only being with us for half a season, we sold him for 400,000. It's profit. Alex has gone to another club in Austria after being with us for a year and a half. We wish him well. Yazzie also has moved on after being with the club for a year and a half. Another club in Austria as well, so it's nice to keep these players in the country. And finally, for 1.1 million, Borkovic has gone to Espanyol. It was a deal or player that I didn't want to let go, to be honest with you, but he wanted to move on. His contract was running down, so I think 1.1 million was a very nice bit of money. Let's start by looking at the ins then and looking at the first one on the list for 7.25 million. And this guy just looks like such a good player. Luca Fascinetti. And oh my days, look at this. First touch 16, passing 17, technique 16, teamwork 16, vision 15, work rate 14. What a player. Let me know what you think of him. 20 years old now, was 19 when we signed him. What a talent. The best signing of the lot. Alex comes from Trenton to join us here at Austria Wien. Finally, as soon as he turned 18, he was willing to come. And I am over the moon that Alex has joined us. Next player for 6.5 million from Genk. 19-year-old central defender. 6'6". Central defender with 15 tackling, 13 marking, 16 heading, 16 jump and reach as well. Very good physically, very good mentally, fantastic technically as a defender as well, with 12 passing. Wow, we're adding some quality. We're spending money, but we are adding quality. We brought in central defender on loan. He hasn't actually played a game this season, but came in on loan, just had depth, especially after Borkovic went to Espanyol. We really did need to add just a bit more depth in central defence. And finally, adding depth with Alex leaving us to go to another club in Austria, the right back Alex Williams. We need a new right back to come in as our rotation option. And Sam Parker is that man. Comes in from Swansea on loan. I like him. He's been doing a decent job for us. And as a loan signing, I have to say we picked up a decent one. But that works out at us spending 36 million this season, with only 3.6 coming in. Now, a lot of this money is over the next few years. And over this summer transfer window coming, I don't think we need to add much. If not, we don't need to spend really anything except for maybe bringing Rod Torres over from Trenton. So I think we're in a decent position, and I think we've done most of our business for the next season as well because of the age of a lot of these players we signed. So to recap how it went then after the winter break, we started off with a game against Freiburg and we lost the game 3-1. Alex picked up his first goal for the club, but we really did look poor in this game. And our European disaster season is what I would call it continued with a 3-1 defeat to Celtic at home. Alex getting his second goal in 2 for the club, but unfortunately that did see us end in 30th place. We were so bad, we're behind the webcam. That's how bad we were, but we went out. We went out of Europe in the group stage. Then our first domestic game after them 2 Europa League defeats was against Rapid Wien in the Cup quarterfinals, and we lost that as well. That was 3 defeats in a row to start the second half of the season. I was a bit concerned because we've added a lot of quality. Yes, they are young, but it's a lot of quality, and this is how it was looking. Now, the only positive I would say is after that, we did start to put something together in the league. So we first off came against Klagenfurt and got a 1-0 victory with Torsvik scoring, before we went to Sturm Graz and got a 1-1 with Vlahovic getting our goal. That's 2 games in a row though in the league where Alex hadn't picked up a goal. And we then played Wolfsberger though, where we won 2-0 with both our new signings scoring, Alex and Ngoma, our central defender. We then went to Hartsberg, a team that we should have been beating as soon as they were battling relegation. We lost the game 1-0, but we did finish the standard Bundesliga season with a 2-1 victory over bottom of the league Tirol with Alex and Horvath, so both former Trenton players scoring in that game. So we went into the Bundesliga Championship group and we started off against Rapid Wien. We lost 1-0, but we were down to 10 men. A stupid red card from Stan. We then played Lask and got a 3-1 victory. Chuck and Alex with 2. We then played Salzburg and lost 3-2. Alex picking up both of the goals for us in that game. We then played Klagenfurt in this championship group and got a 2-1 victory. Alex getting a double again. We then played Sturm Graz, a 1-1 draw with Vlahovic scoring. We then went to Lask and got a 1-0 victory with Alex scoring the only goal there. Before a home defeat to our rivals Rapid Wien. That would have hurt the fans, so I do apologise for that. Before a home game against Salzburg ended 3-3 with Stan scoring 2 and an own goal in the 95th minute secured us the point. And then we've just lost 2-0 to Klagenfurt with Nicholas Binder scoring both goals for them. So this is what leaves it tight because we have the exact same goal difference as Rapid Wien and we are currently sitting 3 points clear of them. Now they are going to Salzburg today. So, they are at home to Salzburg who are already champions. But we have a chance to secure second for the second year in a row. So we are away to Sturm Graz. So let's go forward and let's see, can we do something in this game? Now, I can see that Ben Osman is back. I'm going to, I think I'm going to just straight away throw Ben back in because he is now our first choice goalkeeper and does deserve to be starting the game. But the rest of the team is going to stay as it is. I think we have struggled badly with injuries at the minute. So I'm going to go Osman in goal, Hermansen, Svek and Ngoma, Elia and Torsvik. Then we have Fashion. Do you know what? It's such a mouthful to say. The amount of times I've shouted his name when he's done a good assist stuff and I can't bloody say it. Luca, Lorenzo, Stan, Horvath, and then Alex up top. So our front three are all former Trenton players. Alex, by the way, has 11 in 17 games for the club so far. Okay, let's go forward, shall we? Get into the match. Get into a game which could see us secure second for the second year in a row. We came second in the full league and second in this championship group last year. This season we came second in the full league and we have a chance to come second in the championship group again. And we go 1-0 down. Bervin with the goal, and that came from absolutely nothing. That came from we cleared the ball. I thought the highlight was done. They stopped recording on it, stopped talking on it. You can see here they clear it away. But no, we don't get to the second ball. They just whip it straight back in and Bervin tucks it away. 3rd minute of the game. We need Salzburg to turn over Rapid Wien. Salzburg are by far the best team in the league. It just would help us if they don't suffer their 3rd defeat of the season, basically. Stankovic. Right, we intercept it, right. Elia now driving forward. Elijah, come on. Play the good ball. Play the good ball. Come on. Good ball in back post. Horvath with the header does just go over. Been a very boring half. After their goal, nothing has happened. 2 shots to 4. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. 2 shots we've had. The only positive is Rapid Wien are 0-0 with Red Bull Salzburg. Rapid Wien has just gone 1-0 up. They've just gone 1-0 up now in their game. We need to demand more. We need to step up. We need to step up here. Come on. Players are just not performing. Chuck is such a big miss for us. When he plays in that attack midfield position, he does really well. I think I'm going to bring on Vlahovic, who plays as a shadow striker when he comes on. Right, they have the ball. I have seen that Salzburg have scored a goal. So we are back in the second place, but I prefer not to get second just from the fact that the other team was worse. And Ngoma. To Torsvik. Goes down to Svek. Back to Ngoma. We're building up. Lorenzo goes long. Long to Alex. Oh, he just doesn't get it. I thought the defender had messed up for a second. I thought we were in. Zakaria. Come on. There's so many what I would call kick clashes as well, by the way, where one's in like a dark colour and one's in dark purple. I just feel like one should be in white or something in this kind of game. Don't go 2-0. Oh, they've not had a single highlight shot all since their goal. They hadn't had a single highlight where they had a shot. Oh, come on. Their game is 1-1, so at the minute, we are still in second place, but wow. Lorenzo, is he down? It's a penalty. No, it's not a penalty. Oh, come on. The problem is, as well, we've just had so many issues. I mean, like, I would like to maybe look at bringing in a couple of central midfielders. We need more depth in that central midfield position because look at the fitness levels here. And we haven't really got anyone who can come in. And that Skorko is probably the only option at the minute. So we do have a couple we can look at. We do have a youth intake to look at as well. One of them players is going to come up into the first team next season. And without a shadow of a doubt, 10 minutes to go, we're 2-0 down and we have been flat. Flat is the only word to describe this performance. Come on, Horvath goes across to Skorko. Forward to Vlahovic. To Horvath. Alex. Good effort. Come on. Alex is on 9 league goals so far this season. It would be nice if he could get to 10. Rapid Wien are winning as well. 2-1. Don't drop us down to third. I think third is Europa Conference League because we've lost them 2 Champions League spots for first and second. Now only first place is getting Champions League qualification at the minute because such a poor run in Europe in recent years for Austrian clubs. But it is looking like a defeat on the final day of the season, which is a bit frustrating. It would be nice if we at least looked like we wanted to play football today. I mean, we're just giving the ball away all the time at the minute. They're probably good. Yeah, they're going to get... it's off. But we are looking very bad. Very bad. So that is a defeat. I'm saying we're in training tomorrow. We're not because it's the end of the season. But, wow. So we get Europa Conference League. I mean, it is Europe. It is Europe, but it's upsetting, disappointing, and a bit concerning. The only positive I guess I would say is that our players maybe just not quite ready to step into the Europa League yet. Maybe another year of development would be good. Salary per annum as well, we are up to 5th now because we are spending a little bit more with all them signs in January. But we're still quite a bit off. We spend half as much as Rapid Wien, so we do still have the ability to spend more. But financially, we're just not quite there. We've lost 2.8 million this season. That's almost expected with the amount we spend on transfers. I do expect and hope that next season we make profit. We're not going to be spending that kind of money again, so we'll keep an eye on it, but I do think we're going to be in a better position. Like I say, we have had a youth intake. Somebody dropped something outside. There's a decent player. First off, let's have a look at Patrick. He's a decent looking striker. He is. I don't know if he's going to get to the level of like Alex, for example, but he does look decent. The next one is Danny Finshu. Now, Finshu is one of my Patreon members. If you do want to become a Patreon or YouTube member, there is an option below that will get you into the game at some point. I'm running a little bit ahead because I'm doing house renovations over the next month. So I wanted to get about 3 or 4 weeks ahead. But Danny Finshu is a central midfielder who has a lot of potential. Age 15, spirited personality. Injury prone is one of the cons, but I do think we can work on that. Yeah, he looks really, really good. So he is going to be in and around the first team next season. In fact, we can actually just put him up there now the season's over. Ebbers is another player. He's a left winger stroke attacking mid. He's not a world beater, but he is decent. Markovic he's okay. If he can develop, he could be a very good attacking wing back, but he's just lacking the pace acceleration. Then we got defensive midfielder who again is just lacking in some areas. I would say this intake is very much focused around Danny Finshu, who just looks good. He just looks good. Nigerian, German, and yeah, I see a lot of potential in this kid. 15 years old, turns 16 just before the start of next season, and there's a lot of quality in him. So our team as a whole, then top goal scorer for the season was Vlahovic with 16. And then you have Alex, who got 11 after joining in the winter window, who's just been fantastic for us. Really, really has. 10 goals for Stan as well, so it's great that Stan hit double figures this season. 6 for Chuck, 5 for Horvath, and then 3 for Albussin, who is our third, fourth choice striker. In terms of assists, Elia had 8, Stan was 7, Torsvik was 7, and Chuck was 6. Our team is looking decent. When I put the likes of Chuck into attack mid alongside Stan, Horvath then just drops onto the bench instead of Albussen. Selisic can also be an option on the bench who adds a bit more of an option in centre mid. Then you also have Finchu, for example, as an option. And what we can do is he can be a backup striker. So if we go to the team now, when we also have him. So if we go to our tactics squad, our team looks decent. He will be starting in games. But apart from that, that's probably our starting 11. Osman, Reuter, Svek, Ngoma, Torsvik, Elia, Luca, Lorenzo, Chuck, Stan, and Alex. It's decent and it's young. I think there's a lot of potential for this team, this squad, to develop. I would like to maybe add one more central midfielder. Maybe. Because you have Horvath can play attack mid and striker. Vlahovic can play attack mid and striker. Salik can play central defence and central mid. Shablas can play both full-back positions. Finchu coming in will be able to play central mid and attacker mid. Then Hermansen as another option in defence. Then our backup keeper. So I think we have a lot of positions covered. Like I said, there's a couple of players I want to add. Rod Torres, one of my Patreon members who is a decent player on the game I want to bring over from Trenton once he turns 18. We're looking decent. I think we just need to continue developing, continue pushing on, and join me in the next episode where we will be getting started with our 3rd season at Austria Wien. And I have to say, every time we go on this screen it looks different, doesn't it? Like, it's missing so many different things this time, man. Come on. I need to fix our own custom screen for this because every time we come on it's looking different. Join me in the next episode. And thank you so much for your support on this series. I've been Paul, Osmond's the Northman. Let's keep going.